into your mind, all these limiting beliefs will reveal themselves through the little voice in your head, telling you why you shouldn't do it. I'm not good enough, I'm not ready, I don't know enough, I don't have enough. It goes on and on and on. When you jump, often the little voice shuts down for a while, but it comes back. But if you know that that's what's meant to happen, you can deal with it better. So all these thoughts, I call them paradigms. Paradigms are simply patterns. Patterns of thought and patterns of behavior. We all have plenty of paradigms. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. What we want to be doing is recognizing what the negative paradigms are, what the negative beliefs are, and also what our bad habits are. What are our negative behaviors and what are our negative thoughts? Because if you don't know what they are, they're going to stop you. When you do know what they are, you can change them. So paradigms control pretty much everything we do. They are subconscious programs that control what we do. They keep us safe, they make us successful where we are, but they're also going to stop us from doing something. So they control our perception, our thinking about life, our logic, how we see things. We can talk ourselves out of doing the thing we want to do because we hear the logical reasons going off in the head. I really can't do that. Actually, this is really difficult. Actually, I don't have the knowledge. Actually, I should wait. It affects our moods, what we feel about how good we are, which affects our activity, our productivity. But most of all, these two things, money and time, they absolutely control what we think and believe about money and time. And what do we believe? At some point in our life, pretty much all of us will have said this, or we definitely know someone who said it. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. Neither of which is true. That is not true. It is a belief, and it will control you, but it is not true. Right? 24 hours in the day, you've got 24 hours. That's what you got. Some people do what you want to do in the 24 hours they have. So it's not the time that's the problem, it's how we use our time, how we prioritize what we do. Are we willing to sacrifice something of a lesser value for something of a greater value that we really want? You have all the time you'll ever get. It's how you use it that determines what you achieve. As for money, the world runs on money. There's an abundance of money. Money is just out there. If you don't have enough, if you're saying I don't have enough money, you're not understanding how to find it. You're not looking in the right place. It's out there. In my years of speaking on the pin circuit and working with property investors, I've seen this happen so many times. We're short of money for the project. We can't do it. What are we going to do? I think the coaching answer is always, well, go find the money. Go get the money. There was a client I was working with recently had a project last year, commercial to residential conversion. There were 300,000 short, and he didn't have the 300,000. He was starting to panic a little bit. And we sat down, we talked about it. We said, well, you know the money's out there. You just haven't located it. So calm down, relax. What are you going to do about it? And it took him a while, but he had this idea while he was driving back from somewhere one day. He had this idea just pop into his head. I'm going to ask my accountant if he knows anybody who has the money to invest in property. And what was bizarre was he had that great idea. He rang the accountant said, yeah, actually there's somebody that's got a few million because a property asset has just matured and they have to reinvest it. So within a couple of weeks he had the 300,000. Because he stopped panicking about where it was and started thinking about how to attract it, how to find it. The money is out there, it flows. So it's not that you can't achieve your goal. It's not that you should fear that you're not good enough. It's just that you don't have the programming in your mind yet to be able to do what you want to do. So it's a little bit like a smartphone, right? If you imagine the mind has these paradigms, these programs, a little bit like a smartphone has apps. If you do not have the app to do the thing you want to do, whether that's, check your bank account, post on Facebook, pay a parking fee, if you don't have the app, you can't do the thing that the app's designed for. Well, the human mind's the same thing. Until you program the mind to do something, it can't do it. So fear is actually a signal from your mind, from your brain, saying, we don't have the program to do what you want us to do. We can't locate the app to do the thing that you say you're going to do.